Shanquella Robinson kicked the bucket last month at a retreat close to Cabo San Lucas. Now Mexican indictment on location might have been chipping away at the 25-year-old for 3 hours before police showed up on the source. I'm simply looking out for that day when somebody can be captured. That is all I need. The baffling Robinson is as yet covered in dimness and equity. Seems like playing find the stowaway with her family, while her companions are attempting to ning at liquor, harming her lawyer, Sue Ann Robinson. Uncovered that it's anything but a spillover, the factory normal demise poor people woman was pounded into the ground, and her wrecked neck, his everything away on the ruthlessness she has persevered through her body, was whisked away to the clinical crew. Yet the specialists are playing a game. By fending the reports off, we should find out what's going on and most recent interpretation of her case. The misery of losing a youthful, independent, wonderful little girl has previously been shocking for the Robinson family. Yet presently, the FBI isn't prepared to help out them to get the equity they need for Shanquella's. Last October, 25 years of age Shanquella Robinson went out traveling to Cabo San Lucas with her purported companions anyway. On the following day, she was found dead at Manor Linda 32. Her folks got a call from the companions illuminating them about her sickness. Before her demise, Shanquella's mom, Salamandra Robinson, uncovered to the media about the call. They said she wasn't feeling great, that it was liquor harming. She attempted to request that her companions take her to the emergency clinic. That was the least she could accomplish for her girl, yet they declined, saying that the estate chief had called the medicos. I don't know whether anybody at any point showed up on the grounds that I was never permitted to converse with them. I requested that they let me address the specialist. When they showed up, yet they let me know that the specialist is occupied with Shanquella. A day after this, the family got the call that their girl was dead. Examinations were begun in Mexico to tackle the secret behind Shanquella's homicide. At first, it was felt that she was high on liquor and experienced liquor harming, yet her mom was not prepared to acknowledge that. Shockingly, the post-mortem reports uncovered that her spinal line was harmed and the neck was broken. Salamandra uncovered to freely the dissection showed that her didn't passing have anything to do with liquor. Following this, a video was delivered in which Shanquella was being beaten by one of her companions. Shockingly, somebody was making a video, yet nobody was there to stop it. Could be felt that the companions were battling for no reason in particular, except for the manner in which she was being beaten itself talks that it tends to be the reason for her homicide. In the clasp, a man's voice is heard off camera, provoking Shanquella, saying, "Can you basically retaliate?" She attempts to move away from her assailant and answers, "No," before the lady pummels her to the floor, close to the bed. The lady then smacks and knees the stricken in Shanquella in the face, shouting at her to get up. I'm worn out on the __. Who on the rage could say that was for no particular reason. Salamandra was likewise not ready to accept that this video is made for no particular reason. When she saw the video, she got it that it was her little girl. The video brought up issues about why no one mediated in the indicated beating, or why individuals she was going with would have beaten her. Salamandra said she was not battling no one back. She didn't get an opportunity. Nobody attempted to stop it. However, examinations were going on. The Robinson family was not fulfilled. Chacanella's dad suffocated in pain, simply needing equity for his little girl. He was additionally upset about the dubious examination reports. At her gravestone, the unfortunate dad stood up with tears. This where Shanquella at, so the moms and fathers need to bring their children up here and stand here and converse with her. He additionally addressed why individuals who were in Mexico with Shanquella abandoned her. Well, the family recruited the legal advisor for examination in giving equity lawfully to their little girl. In a meeting, the attorney Sue Ann Robinson uncovered that the casualty's friends and family are becoming progressively baffled with the FBI's absence of activity for the situation. She said the family is profoundly frustrated They are concerned and the absence of straightforwardness in the examination, yet they are not prevented following the legitimate activities from the family legal advisor Mexican specialists. Again began the examinations, and called Shanquella's passing a murder capture warrants were given to one of the 6 companions who ventured out with her to the hotel. Anyway, the consequences of the examinations were as yet insufficient to fulfill the group of the departed. Then in April, the FBI declared that there is no proof against the companions, and the case can be shut without charges on anybody. Following this, the casualty's attorney has claimed that the organization would not give a post-mortem report to Robinson's family. She said the FBI says we can't deliver the records examination results to you on the grounds that the case is as yet open, since we are trusting that records will be meant English that we get from the Mexican specialists, calling FBI examinations an extortion. In a major warning, the legal advisor further added, which again read banners, wherever in light of the fact that you've pursued a choice for the situation, you've declared the choice freely to the family and to the general population. Yet you're saying the case is as yet not shut, in conceding that a portion of the records from the insightful document that seemingly would influence your choice to charge have not been completely deciphered. The Robinson family, still not happy with what the FBI did in their little girl's case, moved toward President Biden lawfully and requested discipline for the person who was beating their little girl in the video. Following this, the lawyer uncovered freely that the family won't remain quiet until a fair consequence is given to their little girl. They're concerned clearly about the warnings and the absence of straightforwardness in the examination. Yet they are not deflected. There's as yet a way to equity, and the family perceives that, so the FBI at last chose to have a gathering with Shanquella's family. In an official statement, the wrongdoing examination authority stood up as regardless the public authority is ready to survey and look at new data connected with the examination, would it be advisable for it become accessible in addition. It was delivered openly that the post-mortem reports can be checked on whenever. As of late, the lawyer has shared that they are returning to request conciliatory mediation, stamping 200 days of their girl's demise. She said there ought to be a degree of criticalness, a degree of prioritization by the U.S. specialists that isn't there yet. We as a whole saw what occurred on the video, and we are requesting that U.S. specialists step in and focus on the case and permit the removal cycle to stream, permit Mexican specialists to arraign the individual they've distinguished as the attacker in Mexican courts. The family won't abandon their little girl's homicide. They are as yet requesting equity and are all set any place they can. We're actually reassuring and thankful for every one of the stages that are as yet saying Shanquella's name and not abandoning the case, since we're not abandoning it. Well, the examination is as yet continuing and FBI is giving red. __. After warning anyway, the family is as yet not prepared to move back and have gone to North Carolina for their darling girl. Shanquella's dad isn't prepared to concede that the FBI's examination is valid. He actually says, I simply need some reality, since this doesn't make any sense, right? While Salamandra says that it was never a battle, she didn't battle, they went after her. The family lawyer likewise has uncovered that she has never gone across the boundary for any of her clients. Yet in Shanquella's passing, she won't stop until a fair outcome is given. It was a strange involvement with the feeling that I've been a lawyer for very nearly 17 years. I'm a previous examiner criminal guard lawyer. I have never needed to genuinely go to one more country to explore for any family also, she added. So it was unbelievable in such manner on the grounds that the lengths that this family has needed to go through while attempting to lament a friend or family member, yet in addition look for equity for the cherished ones simultaneously. It's an extremely significant weight. I generally say that I'm flabbergasted at how they've put their shoulder to the furrow to truly push this forward. Individuals over virtual entertainment are likewise charmed to know the mysteries behind this puzzling demise. They use say her name on Twitter to remain in fortitude with the dead fashionista. Somebody tweeted, what's finished in obscurity Comes to the light hash equity for Shanquella, we can keep our fingers crossed for her. While everybody is in distress for Shanquella's passing her relative Quilla, Loam appears to praise her sister's demise. Will she have a say in her demise examinations? We'll uncover that is all there is to it for now, people. Until next time, farewell.